Bitcoin chain out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello. We meet MMcrypto in Singapore. I don't know whether you know you are really famous in Taiwan, in Hong Kong, in the Chinese crypto community because of your legendary trade. I know you have about around 120 Bitcoin in unrealized profit, right?
Yeah, like the biggest trade, I have a few trades open, but the biggest one, I opened it in November 2022 at $17,500, and since then I increased the trade. So far I took in realized profits around $14-15 million, and in unrealized profits it's I think 131 now because the price went up. I can open it and show to the camera.
Okay.
For you, wait.
So I know you have closed about half of your position. Where are you going to close?
132, yeah, unrealized.
Okay.
Yes.
That's really crazy.
It's nice, yeah, crazy, really.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have total around maybe 30 million in profit, right? If you're close right now.
On this trade, it's 30 million.
Okay, so where are you going to close another half of your trade?
Yeah, exactly. You're asking the right questions because the higher the price goes, the more profits I'm taking. It is hard. I think at the FIP level, 1.618, I have to check where that is, but we are far away. But then I will take another significant part of profits. Now I took 50%, and I'll probably take another 20% off the table. Then when we reach the next FIP level, I take another 20%. So I take more profits as we go higher. Actually, I plan to never close the trade fully because you never know where we go. So I will always keep a little bit open, and in the end it will get liquidated. I'm okay. So, but I hope I can take a lot of profits.
So do you think we are going to go to a bear market like the cycle in the near future?
It will. That will happen for sure. Yeah, I think so. But the question is, we had an all-time high already. We didn't break that yet. Was that the all-time high? Will we break it again? I think if you ask me, best case scenario, Q4 bullish, and that's it.
Okay.
I really would be very surprised if 2026 is bullish. I would be very surprised. But I would be happy, don't get me wrong, but I would be surprised. I think 2026 latest is the beginning of 26 is the latest start of the bear market.
So do you think the bull market top will be in the 2025 December, right?
I think either we had it already, which I think is very unlikely now if you look at the charts. I think most likely it will be in Q3, and yes, then October, November, December, and I think historically it has been in November or December.
Yes.
2013 it was in December, 2017 was in December, 2021 it was in November, but technically it was in April because it was a double top, you know?
Yeah, I know.
But we went a little bit higher, so yeah, you can say November. So historically, the end of the year, November or December, should be the all-time high.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what do you think about Ethereum? Because we see Ethereum got a lot of pullback,
Yeah.
but we go higher right now. So are you think Ethereum will go to 10,000 in this bull market?
Look, many people are looking at Ethereum now when they are saying Ethereum has been bullish the last few months. Yeah, maybe a little bit. But what you really have to look at is the Ethereum Bitcoin chart. And if you look at the Ethereum Bitcoin chart, then you know that Ethereum has been underperforming Bitcoin for the last few years.
Yes.
So at least chart-wise, there is not so much pointing towards yet that it will outperform Bitcoin. I think if Ethereum reaches 10,000, which I think is unlikely,
Yes.
Bitcoin will reach 200,000, right? And then like, okay, what is really your gain here? I am holding a lot of Ethereum. I'll be very happy if it goes up, but so far I've been very happy that I had 80% of my money in Bitcoin, and yeah, Bitcoin has been outperforming Ethereum. Another thing we need to understand, if you look at the crypto space, Ethereum has been getting much more competition, right?
Yes.
Solana, I mean, you name it, all of these platforms which are coming out, some of them actually very successful and useful, used by many people, Solana, BNB. And if you look at that, the number of platforms which are competing with Ethereum is increasing percentage-wise more than the number of people which are coming into the space. And if that is happening, you're having a dilution of purchasing power and a very hard time for projects like Ethereum to actually outperform Bitcoin. And I think that is the reason, this big competition and the limited amount of additional purchasing power coming into the space is the reason for Ethereum underperforming against Bitcoin.
I'm wondering how many percent you allocate your portfolio into Ethereum?
Around 10%. I have 80% in Bitcoin, 10% in Ethereum, and the rest 10% is distributed through different altcoins.
I see a lot of altcoins perform bad in this bull market. What do you think? These altcoins will perform in the near future?
It will be very difficult. I'm not very bullish for them for the reason which I just mentioned. When I started 2017, we had a few hundred altcoins, right?
Yes, yes.
Amazing. Whatever you buy, 100x, 50x, it was so good. The more we go into future bull markets, the less the additional amount of people and purchasing power coming into the market, but the number of projects is increasing at an accelerating pace. So you have the number of projects going like this,
yes, yes.
but the purchasing power has diminishing returns to scale. So you have a gap, and that gap is actually making it very difficult for altcoins to perform against Bitcoin. That's why I think the more we are going into future bull markets and the more the crypto space is maturing, the less profitable it will be to invest in altcoins, and the more reasonable, not profitable, but the more reasonable it will be to invest in Bitcoin.
Okay. I know that you are going to allocate your portfolio into different assets. Which asset are you going to allocate? I know you buy a house in Dubai, and I know you buy some watches. I know you are watch fans. What asset are you going to allocate?
You clearly follow me on Instagram,
yes,
because yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate it, because I mentioned that. Yeah.
Yes.
So as I said, it becomes much more difficult to make very good money with crypto. And as my net worth has been increasing over the last 8-9 years being in crypto, and the potential returns you can make are decreasing, for me it becomes more interesting to now for the first time leave my all-in state in crypto. I was all in all the time.
Yes.
Now for the first time I'm diversifying into other asset classes. So yes, I'm looking into real estate, residential real estate, I'm looking into farmland, and I might be looking into some other lower risk asset classes compared to crypto. But don't get me wrong, I'm not selling all my crypto. When I'm saying I leave my all in space, maybe 30%, 40% I put into like real estate and other things. Okay. I'll still be in crypto 50% at least. At least.
Okay.
But still I'm almost 100% at the moment, but I'm diversifying out now.
Okay. I don't know whether you know, you are really, really famous in Taiwan because of your trade. A lot of people, a lot of Chinese is talking about your trade. So I'm appreciate I have a chance to have a really nice interview with you in Singapore.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Good luck to everyone in Taiwan, China. I appreciate all of you. I like your channel, and I hope you make a lot of gains with crypto. Most likely with Bitcoin, but who knows? Maybe some altcoins will be popping.
Thank you very much.
Bye bye.
只要花时间来参加我们的分享会，就可以省下几百万、几千万。我个人最近已经把比特币一些加密货币出售了，那我有换成了美金转到台币里面了。你是有几十万、100-200万美金的话，其实银行对新用户呢提供的利率是非常非常好的，它就提供给我 6.6% 的福利，在银行定存几乎可以说是无风险的利息，这样子的收入呢也是相当不错的。如果你想知道我们该如何以最聪明的方式把这么大笔的资金用最好的节税避税的方式移回台湾的话，非常欢迎你点击影片下方的链接，参与我们在高雄所举办的逃顶出金节税实享会。在里面呢，我会很有系统性的把我目前看到的风险信号，还有我的逃顶计划一一分享给大家。那如果说你错过了的话，非常有可能你在这轮牛市呢就会错失非常非常大额的利润了。还有最重要的节税，当我们把资金从交易所弄回台湾，我们该如何用最好的申报的方式，可以帮我们节省最多的税金？只要花时间来参加我们的分享会，就可以省下几百万、几千万。如果你有兴趣的话，非常欢迎你点击影片下方的链接。